Hello, my name is New and welcome to my professional practice journey. I'll just jump straight into what I did for my strategy. So at the beginning of the year, I knew that I wanted to go into journalism and that I enjoyed presenting, but I was torn between TV and radio. And in a way that kind of stilted my researching strategy a little bit, but at least I had some sort of direction to go off. So I began actually thinking, okay, who do I actually admire in this field? Who do I enjoy listening and watching? And I thought, right, Louis Theroux and Stacey Dooley. And I found their contact details for their production companies. And I kind of had a reality check. And it made me think that actually I might be dreaming a bit too much here because I am at the prime of my career here and trying to figure out what exactly where I want to go. So I decided, you know what, it's best for me to go local. So I listed a few stations and companies that I was aware of in the surrounding area that I live in, Manchester, and found their contact details. And at the beginning, I was actually really kind of stuck in this state of paralysis, and my imposter thoughts were coming in, and I really just did not reach out to anybody for quite a while. But then what this module has really how this module has really benefited us is forcing us out of our comfort zone and really just taking action regardless and not think about it too much. And that's what I've learned, to just do it, just take action regardless. But anyway, so I ended up calling quite a few production companies and I got a lot of no's. But what this really taught me was the importance of resilience, because initially when I did call Reform Radio, who I really wanted work experience with, Lewis, who was the coordinator, he said, actually, no, sorry, we don't have any opportunities, but we'll put you on the waiting list. I didn't want to take no as an answer, so a week later I called them up again, and I just really just wanted to show that I was passionate about this and to just show my personality and set a good impression. And eventually they said yes, and they put me on the team. So yeah, that's really taught me that, you know, I still ask even if you got no, and you're always going to be scared of rejection, but just go for it. It's not going to kill you. But anyway, I learned that also created this snowball effect as well. Once I got hold of somebody, they signposted me to other people, and that was really beneficial. And now in terms of my online presence, I thought about how I was being portrayed online and what sort of message I was giving across. And made me think about branding as well. What sort of things do I want to come across through my social medias? And I thought, right, I want to appear professional. I want to appear like a fully rounded person who has hobbies outside of university as well, and who is a go-getter, a fun person as well. And so what I did was I ended up cleaning my pages a little bit, but it also made me think about how I present myself in terms of my appearance and how I dress. So, for example, wearing crop tops, I realised, isn't probably the most professional look if I'm going to be interviewing people. So yeah, that was a good thing to think about. So we'll look at my Twitter now. So I tried to utilize it to, let's just scroll down, to tweet about my opinions about current affairs, retweet posts that I resonate with to show my interest, like mental health, sports, and also show what I'm doing through uni as well. So just to show that I am interested and passionate about the industry. And then with regards to my Instagram, I used the story feature here for my media projects, and show what I like to do out of uni and just presenting and stuff like that. Studio time, podcasts, people who I interview. And then it's also a mix of personal things. So I've got like my little business here, promo, podcasting, workout videos, fashion, and poetry and stuff like that. To just show what I like doing and what I'm about. And then my YouTube as well. I just try to utilize as many platforms as possible to get myself out there, especially during the pandemic when we didn't have much to do either. So I've got my show reel there. I've got workout videos, an interview here that I did, and just just utilizing all platforms. And then with my website, I tried to keep this as simple as possible. I've got a description here, tried to show a bit of my personality and where I want to go with my career and what I enjoy doing. And then I've got a direct link here to my show reel. I kept like a yellow theme to keep that sort of consistency. So yeah, I tried to keep it as simple as possible. And then attached to my website here is my CV, and that goes directly to my CV, which I also kept yellow and all on one page, and still look professional. And then I've also got my podcasts, my recent work here that has accessible links that goes straight to my SoundCloud of the podcast here. So yeah. And then I also have a gallery page which shows me in action and further links as well and a bit of description. Here I was interviewing Kezra, who is an activist, and she talked about her work, her fighting against Islamophobia, and I've got like a podcast here that is attached, and also more podcasts and uni work here. Now the key learning points throughout this module has really kind of taught me that I'm always going to have this imposter there, but it's about dealing with it and just knowing that these thoughts aren't real and trying to distance myself from those thoughts and just taking action and knowing that when I'm in a space that is going to help me grow, that's always going to be there. And then also with goal setting, I've also learned how to kind of set these goals, because we've got this massive goal. Okay, I want to be a journalist. If we put that in really small chunks and goals every single week, then we're going to progress and take those little steps and to move forward with your goals. And also it made me think about when I'm emailing and answering questions in an interview, I can't just copy and paste my email to every single one. It's got to be tailored and personalized to their company, and looking at their specification is important, and structuring my answers and how important the content is as well of my answers. And then with my work experience, so my work experience was over Zoom with Reform Radio, and I did 2 weeks learning how to podcast. So here on the left is me with the team. We're actually working to write our social media caption to promote our podcast collective, which went live. Our show went live. And yeah, we just did it like a nice promo beforehand. And then we also learned how to create podcast art using Canva, and that's been really useful as well, taking that onto my university projects too. So I also learned about public speaking and the importance of speaking slowly as well, and being okay with taking pauses, and how how to structure a radio show, editing, writing, but also recording remotely as well. And the one thing that this work experience highlighted was that I really need to work on my punctuality. Sometimes I was a little bit late, 10, 15, 5 minutes sometimes. So it's something that I definitely need to work on, because to be professional, but also not to waste time. And also I learned that taking breaks is important. On my work experience, it was like 10 till 4, and sometimes it got socially exhausting, but I think I need to learn that it's okay to be like, okay, I need 2 minutes to just recharge, I'll be back. So yeah, that would have been quite beneficial if I did that a bit more whenever I felt drained. And what's next for me? So 3 goals I have in mind is 1, to continue my work with Reform Radio and upskill with my writing, presenting, and they also have music courses as well. So really this summer I want to take that on and be better, and keep building on my skills. And then I've also joined the Prince's Trust team very recently, and next week they will be having a course with Gaydio Radio, and I have the chance to talk to industry experts and also journalists and look at their behind the scenes sort of work. So that's going to be exciting. And then also finally reaching out to more contributors and practicing my interviewing skills so I can be better with that too. But yeah, that's my journey, and thank you for watching.